The year is 2014, and the world is watching the World Cup in Brazil. Out of nowhere, during a tight match, a strange incident occurs. Millions of viewers across the globe are shocked to see a forward sink his teeth into an opposing defender. This wasn't an isolated moment. It was, inexplicably, the third time the player had been involved in such an incident. Instantly, the sports world was in an uproar. The labels came thick and fast. Monster, cannibal, a disgrace to the game. But that creates a difficult contradiction. Because this same man, without question, is also one of the most brilliant and gifted footballers of his generation. A player who defied defensive lines, scored impossible goals, and lifted some of the sport's biggest trophies. How do we reconcile such artistic genius with these moments of chaotic behavior? Luis Suárez's story isn't simple. It's a career marked by relentless ambition and incredible skill, often shadowed by intense controversy. Yes, I'm talking about the man who beat his opponents on the pitch, Luis Suárez. To understand Suarez, you first have to look at where he came from. He grew up on the streets of Montevideo, Uruguay, in a community where football wasn't just a game, but a powerful motivator. For a young Luis, life was often a struggle. He worked from a very young age, even reportedly sweeping streets, to help support his family. You can imagine the drive that kind of background creates in a player. It's hard not to look at that experience and wonder if it helped shape the relentless, competitive edge he eventually brought to Europe. While we can't map his psychology for certain, the contrast is impossible to ignore. The same man who fought through absolute poverty also brought an intense, almost frantic competitiveness to some of the biggest stadiums in the world. He moved to Neymar and then to Ajax, quickly gaining attention as a major talent. He scored goals efficiently and even became captain at Ajax. Yet, that fierce competitive edge, which made him so effective, sometimes pushed him over the line. His first suspension for a biting incident happened in the Dutch league, a sign that this intense desire to win could, at times, become erratic. When Liverpool signed him in 2011, the English Premier League got a striker who was immediately effective. Anfield, Liverpool Stadium, took an instant liking to him. He was relentless, dynamic, and transformed Liverpool's attack almost single-handedly. His skill was undeniable. His 2013-14 season remains one of the most impressive individual performances in Premier League history, with 31 goals in 33 games, all without a single penalty. He scored spectacular goals and created something from nothing, bringing Liverpool tantalizingly close to a league title. However, alongside the brilliance, there was also intense scrutiny. He was a player who constantly pushed boundaries, whether it was through challenging defenders or his passionate, sometimes volatile style. He faced significant bans, including one for a racist remark that severely tarnished his reputation, followed by another ban for biting Chelsea's Branislav Ivanovic. The media attention in England was unrelenting, labeling him a villain. Yet, Suarez often seemed unaffected by the criticism. In fact, he appeared to thrive under pressure, scoring goals in front of hostile crowds, using the negativity as motivation to deliver even more impactful performances. Suarez's international career with Uruguay is equally complex. To Uruguayan fans, he is a national hero who always gave everything. At the 2010 World Cup, his handball on the goal line against Ghana, which ultimately helped Uruguay reach the semi-finals, made him a hero in Montevideo, even as others called him a cheat. He has always been a player willing to do whatever it takes for his team. But at the 2014 World Cup, that intense passion backfired. In another critical match against Italy, under extreme pressure, Suarez beat Giorgio Chiellini. The images of Chiellini showing the bite mark to the referee and Suarez sitting on the grass holding his teeth are etched in football history. The response was swift and unprecedented. FIFA didn't just issue a standard match ban, they completely exiled him. They forced him to leave the team hotel and banned him from entering any football stadium for months, effectively isolating him from the sport he loved. For many, this seemed to be the end of his top-level career. He was viewed as too volatile and radioactive for any major club. Failed. Yet, in a decision that surprised many, Barcelona signed him despite the massive global ban. It was a substantial risk. But in the environment of the company, alongside Lionel Messi and Neymar, Suarez found a supportive and structured system. And the risk paid off. The beast, it seemed, was channeled correctly. The MSN trident, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, quickly established themselves as the most effective and formidable attack in modern football history. Crucially, for the first time in a while, Suarez didn't feel he had to carry the entire load. He built a close friendship and a strong partnership with Lionel Messi, and his intense competitive drive was effectively harnessed. He wasn't violent. He was dominant. He scored goals at a staggering rate, even outscoring both Messi and Ronaldo in their prime. To win the Golden Shoe Award, with Barcelona, he won the Champions League and numerous league titles, effectively reshaping his image and cementing his status as a legendary number 9. But success in football, it seems, is always precarious. In 2020, following a difficult Champions League defeat, Barcelona's board decided they needed to make major changes. In a brutal 60-second phone call, Suarez was reportedly told he was no longer needed and was being let go, essentially forced out. Cameras caught him leaving the training ground in tears, visibly hurt by the way he was being treated after years of dedicated service. It was a decision Barcelona would likely regret. Far from being finished, Suarez was incredibly motivated. He packed his bags and joined their league rivals, Atletico Madrid. Atletico is managed by Diego Simeone, a coach who appreciates the same intensity and fight that Suarez has always possessed. It was a perfect fit. Fueled by a powerful sense of injustice, Suarez delivered one last incredible season in Spain, leading Atletico to an improbable La Liga title and scoring the winning goal on the final day. The image of him sitting entirely alone on the grass after that match, crying into his phone with his winner's medal, was not just about the victory. It was a clear and emotional message to everyone who had written him off. So, when the career of Luis Suárez eventually winds down, how will history choose to remember him? For his critics, he will always be a flawed player who crossed unacceptable lines. But for the fans of Liverpool, Barcelona, or Uruguay, he will be remembered as a warrior, striker who leaves absolutely everything on the pitch. The truth is, his brilliance and his controversies are inseparable. He has always been a player defined by an extreme, often uncontrollable competitiveness. The same quality that drove him to fight through poverty and to become one of the greatest strikers in the sport's history. Luis Suárez was never going to be a polished public figure. He was always a deeply passionate, complicated, and entirely unique player who found extraordinary success in the light, but always carried a trace of the shadows.